Welcome everyone to the official Daytona 250 for East Blocks Oval Season 2 of this series. Watching now as Daniel Clipout is basically, through the grass he goes, basically crawling around. Reached the pits, he passed him. He just went by, had a tire down apparently. There are 3 cars going onto the racetrack right off for practice. Excuse me. Quality is now for another 10 minutes. Car slowing down. Iron Firefast Jr. in the back. He's still on the apron going around turn 3 and 4. Wondering if he's going back to the pits. Yep, looks like he's going back to the pits. Watching on now. 2 teammates of Champ Racing Inc. Max Castrodale in the 25 and Daniel Clipout in the 93. They're practicing teaming up together, or just racing each other for fun. As the final 10 minutes of practice are winding down. Ooh, hit on the wall, he nudges the 93, and Max spins out, and he saves, but no, he slams right back up the racetrack into the outside wall. Big damage. He stops, teleports back to the pits. Clipout does the same. Moves Ramirez, the 3rd teammate of Champ Racing Inc. in the 99 for this race. Ooh, what's going on there? Like they had a bit of a situation there, both turned into the outside wall. Well, they're side by side coming out of turn 2. Maybe try some bump drafting. Or some teaming up. Teaming up is going to be a very important part of today's race. Because this being a drafting track, you want to be able to find your teammates easily. Find your friends easily. Both of them hit the wall at different times. Either they're very much stress testing the durability of the car, or they're just struggling with their racing gear. We look right now on the timing sheet. Iron Firefast Jr. with, oh my god, what happened to Max? He just spun himself. Can he keep it out the inside wall? Ah, no, he couldn't. Just slammed it with the rear of his car. They're both going back out. Got 3 cars right now in the server. 4 cars, excuse me. 4 cars. Look at this beautiful Ally 25 paint. Very well made. Oh my god, what has happened? Like Daniel Peppa was waiting on Max or something. They both slowed down for one another. Keep this then. It seems like they're both speeding up for their final practice run. 5 minutes 20 seconds to go in this practice session. Fireflies Jr. back onto the racing track. Beautiful number 87 Wichita State Dodge Charger. But Max, Daniel going side by side right now. Daniel only shoves him below the yellow line. Oh my god. And Max save it. He keeps it straight. Wow, this car was sideways all the way till Sunday. He saved it. Now Max Castrodale now lines up behind Heinrich Feinfast Jr. Probably trying to work with him. He's gonna try to make a move around the outside, right on the quarter panel. He's wiggling a bit. So he stays side by side. Heinrich has been completely ditched by the Champ Racing duo, minus Lewis, who is just ahead, 2 turns ahead of him. Oh my god, what has happened? Max, both 93 and 25 both went straight into the turn on wall. It was a horrifying view. Cars were spinning and everything. Right on board, Heinrich Feinfast Jr. for his lap. On this beautifully lit Daytona International Speedway. .5.637, a little slower than the fastest. Probably the restrictor doing his job. 1 minute left to practice. Second place, a whole 10th off of first on the timesheet. As they all round off turn 4 into the tri-oval. It seems like some great racing. Did Max touch the wall there? He was very close. Ooh, Henrik looking down the inside. Massive block thrown by Daniel Kleppau. He is blocking every single run. Heinrich Firefast had to back out of that one. The 87 looking for another surge. 5 seconds left to practice. This is like a race for the final lap. Across line, Daniel throws a massive block. He goes under the yellow line. That's the end of practice. Seems like they're gonna keep going, as it seems. For now. Max moves out of line, gets side by side with the 87. They're probably both going to try an attack. 87, ooh, nudge to the 93. He's almost on the apron. Now it's Max's time. Can he do anything? He was high. He moves down low. He looks big block. Now it's qualifying time. We got 4 racers right now in the pits, waiting for quali. Tiny bit disappointing from the rest. Didn't show up, but so is life sometimes. So we will run the show like we have it right now. 20 seconds left before qualifying opens. We follow the same format as they use in real life NASCAR. So 1 by 1. Cars will come out the pits to do their lap. Once they're done with their 2 flying laps, they can come back in. Next car goes out. So on and so forth until all cars have done their qualifying run. Almost had a disconnect there. The first car out, Daniel Kleppau in his 93 Seat Cupra. We're going to be riding on board for each of these qualifying runs. The sound of these cars, very, very so lovely. So lovely. But guys, the reason you see at the top left 33 minutes, even though running all of these cars is not going to take this just gives enough time for everyone to do their runs. We can just skip over Once, oh, Daniel clip out. Ooh, a little bit on the apron. That first flying lap is toast. He's gonna have to gather all his speed up and start over again. Right on board. Fourth, the RPMs at 8,300. Second lap. Speeds reaching over 300 kilometers an hour, about 200 miles an hour, if not just under. Stays close to that yellow line. He's probably going to need a little more inertia. Going from right to left, if he wants to keep that speed consistent, touches that yellow line, doesn't want to make that mistake again. You can see there's a save. He keeps a minimal distance. He goes under the yellow line. Don't know if that's going to stick. Across the line, it's going to be a 45.805. I believe this is the end of his run. If he's got another lap in. Yep, this is the end of his run. He's going to be coming back to the pits. Behind him, Luis Ramirez in the temporary 99 track house for Champ Racing Inc. Taking a wide line, trying to get as much speed as possible on that warm-up lap. Still wide into 3 and 4. Stays close to that wall. Doesn't hit it. Very, very good awareness. Very, very good driving from Luis Ramirez as he starts his first flying lap. Keeps it on the right side. Is he going to duck down low? He stays up. Is he going to warm up again? Probably. I don't know. Across the line for the first flying lap. 45.972. Now he goes a little lower, though he stays in the middle of the track. Out of turn 2. This is good, but could definitely be a tad better. Who knows? Maybe that's where the line is with the speed these cars have. Into 3 and out of 4. He stays in the middle of the track, doesn't try and stick it to the inside. Now he sticks it to the inside, and it's a 45.657. 1 almost and a half tenths clear Daniel Kleppau. That's the end of Luis Ramirez's qualifying run. Now for Heinrich Firefast Jr. Oh, and he hits the wall coming out the pits. for his first flying lap. Now he goes all the way to the inside. Sticks it as close as he can to that yellow line. A little bit of space. Wider circle as he comes out of 2. This looks like some great speed. Into turn 3. He hugs that yellow line as close as he can. A little bit of weaving, but nothing that will affect his lap time too much. Following that gray, dark gray line in the middle of the racetrack. It's a 45.579. Now for his second lap. Into turn 1 and 2. Very, very good speed. Let's see if he's up or down on his time. Live timings say he is down on his time. He's about 3/10. Unlikely, but it's purple sector 1. Purple, still purple as he goes through 3 and 4. Across the line. Hugs the inside line. It's going to be an improvement with a 45.512. What a lap. The glow from the wheel wells, or how much he was braking. And Max Castrodale's turn. As the 25 comes to start his first flying lap. Looks like he's gonna kind of follow what Lewis was doing, stay in the middle of the track. But we've seen what Lewis was doing, and that cost him a 10th and almost a half away from pole. If Max follows that same strategy, that same line, he's probably going to end up with a similar time to Lewis. Compared to Heinrich Firefast Jr. in the 87, who was hugged to that yellow line into turns. Across the line for the first flying lap. For the second flying lap now. Castro with a 45.853. 3/10 off pole. He's still weaving. Now he tries to hug it down the inside. A little more now. He moves up the middle and high. A little all over the place, but a lap is a lap. We gotta be happy with that. He's high, moves down kind of low. A little bit of weaving. You can see the cards wiggling left and right in the middle of the corner. Across the line, and it's going to be an improvement for third place with a 45.739. We're going to be dragging in Heinrich Firefast Jr. for a little interview, our pole sitter. Heinrich,
Hey.
congratulations on being the first pole sitter for season 2. I know the grid is not as stacked up as the check-in looked like, but how's your
Yeah.
confidence going into the race?
It's pretty good. You know, other than the fact that, hold on, I gotta, I gotta kill the crew chief. Okay. So it's good to be on pole, but literally everyone else in the race right now is on the rival team. So I don't think this is gonna go very well.
Yeah, well,
Hopefully they
consider,
wreck each other out.
yeah, maybe considering your performances last season, do you think you still struggle with the race situation on a super speedway, or did you get that figured out?
Uh, I'll figure it out. I had a pretty good run at the duels until I got wrecked at the end, but I thought that was pretty good. You know,
All right.
I made a pretty good move on I think it was Louis on the last lap, but yeah,
If I remember correctly, it was you, Lewis, and Simon may or may not have wrecked you both.
theoretically maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
I won't confirm nor deny.
All right. Well, I won't hold you any longer. The race is about to start. Good luck out there.
All right.
Right. As we move over to the race, so we're going to be doing a rolling start. Pace speed is going to be about 70 miles an hour, which is about 112 kilometers an hour, if I remember correctly. 112 or 114. Uh, Here is your grid for this Daytona 250. And for the first row, we got Heinrich Firefast Jr. in the 87 Dodge Charger, alone on his team right now, competing for today in the AN track team. Luis Ramirez in the 99 for this race. Next race, he's going to be in the 23 or the 27. 23. In third, we've got Max Castrodale in the 25 Chevy Camaro Ally. A lot of Ally on this car. We know this kid is an Alex Bowman fan, so you'd expect a lot of purple and a lot of Ally on here. And in fourth, rounding up the second row, is Daniel Klepal in the 93 Cupra. What speed are they going? They weren't pit speed? Going very slow right now. He should be speeding up anytime soon. Still at 50. It's in the rearview mirror right now. Max Castrodale aggressively warming up the tires. He is pumped and ready to go. I believe all of them are. Oh, and we got a spinner. Daniel Kleppel spinning on the warm-up lap. That's not good. You better get going before the race starts. Remember, with these cars on a banking, you can't go flat out at these low speeds if you're stuck. You need to ease in on the throttle. Now he's back in on the grid. Still going the initial 50 miles an hour for some reason. The green flag is in the air. We are racing at Daytona. Daniel Kleppel absolutely left in the dust on that race start. He completely missed it. You can see Luis Ramirez already bumping Max Castrodale, maybe trying to form a second line. But right now they're all single file. Max is wiggling, looking to the outside. Still wiggling. Fastest lap right now. Luis Ramirez with a 49.417 for the first lap. The 87 still in the lead. The 25 to 99 creating a second line. The 87 having no one to support him on his team. No one of them that showed up. Castrodale takes the lead. Heinrich looks up high. Lewis loses the draft from Castrodale, gains it from Heinrich. Now Heinrich is the one that moved up high. The 99 gonna be bumping the 25. Ooh, almost wrecked. We're still green. 45.212, fastest lap right now. The 87 doing everything he can to stay with this duo. Now, I forgot to say at the start, because September is Suicide Prevention Month, I've decided that for every lead change, I'm gonna put $2 per lead change, according to the race positions graph in the race results. I'm gonna put an extra $2 per lead change for every race that I spectate or commentate on. So right now, we are on $4. It's not a lot per lead change, but it's the best I can do for this time. And if you are willing to join me to support this cause, I'll be setting up GoFundMe that I'm gonna link directly to a charity, so that at the end of September, on October 1st, all the proceeds will be going to that charity. We're gonna look. Oh my god, what happened? Max is in the air. He is flipping. What has happened? Just misses Daniel Kleppel. He is stopped on track. What has happened? Seems like he's been nudged by Luis Ramirez, but we haven't really seen it on our end. He's still rolling. The caution is not out. Seems like there's almost... Okay, the revs are coming back in his car. But you can see it is not... doesn't seem to be driving very well. He's going to be coming back to the pits. He's going to become a lap down, and all the cars are now separate. No caution. Heinrich Fire Fast still in the lead. I kind of now understand why Stepan didn't have anything to say at some points during the first Daytona 250. When the field is scattered like that, there's not much movement. It's not like an intermediate where even if the field is scattered, there's still some battles. Now everyone is flat out on this track, so gaining time on the car ahead is more than a large task. Castrodale now 2 laps down, still in the pits. Now he's moving. Remember, this is a 100-lap race. Stage 1 will end at the end of lap 25. Stage 2 will end at the end of lap 50. So there is plenty of time to gain the laps back if there were to be another caution. That is not stages, of course. So the 87, he said at the start of this race that it was going to be very tough to keep all the 3 other cars at bay because he was alone on his team for this race. And he is alone on his team for this race. But all 3 of the cars are behind him. Seems like Lewis might be maybe slowing down a bit, waiting on Daniel Kleppel. He is. They're going to try and work together to get back to Heinrich. It's like Lewis is not lifting up that throttle too much because he want to keep as much of that momentum as he can once Daniel is there. 5 tenths. 5.5. Almost there. And now he's in slipstream range, gathering the draft. 1 bump. On Assetto Corsa, 2 cars is always better than 1. Because I don't think side draft really exists in Assetto Corsa, only slipstream. Not like iRacing, where there is side drafting, bump drafting, just pack drafting. Clip out very high. He's gonna be behind. He's going for the pass on Ramirez. 93 and the 99 side by side for now. Then he backs out, goes back behind him. Maybe another bump coming. Oh, and he hit the wall. He hit the outside wall. I don't know if they're working together or if he was just waiting. But Daniel doesn't seem too inclined in pushing him. Apart from that 1 bump he gave him 2 laps ago. They're going to need to work together. There go another bump. He lifts up the throttle a bit, goes back behind. If I were in this duo, I wouldn't be looking all the way to the outside. It's not like you need to watch temperatures or anything. So, another bump. Oh, a big one. Lewis catches it. God damn it. Clip out hits the outside wall once again. What a save by the 99. On the back straight, clip out goes into the pits, maybe too much damage. So now Lewis is left on his own. To try and catch Heinrich Firefast Jr. And the gaps seem to be closing down. What is going on with the 87? We got 8,400 RPM into the turn. 8,400 RPM in the turn. Firefast going into the pits. Seems like they're making a pit stop, maybe for fuel? Casherdale, one lap down now. He's maybe gonna try and get his second lap. If we watch into the pits, they're both stopped. Lewis overshoots his pit box. That's gonna cost him. Casherdale is back on the lead lap. Heinrich Firefest Jr. storms out of the pits. And Ramirez got held up for longer than he wished for. He's gonna be about 6 when they get up to full speed. He's gonna be about 7 seconds down. Cash Rodell, oh my god, it seems like he's still a lap down. It's 1 lap less than what he was before. Heinrich crosses the line, 10 laps to go in stage 1. They're all very separate on the track right now. "85 laps to go in this race." Luis Ramirez seems to have nudged the outside wall. Oh, and Lewis, he takes the O-line, he slams the outside wall. Keeps it straight, but what a horrible crash for him. Car is definitely damaged. If he'd be lucky to not have suspension damage after that one. Getting back up some speed. That has allowed Daniel Klipout to get back behind him. That's what happens when you touch the yellow line too hard. Or too closely. One bump. Oh, and that spins Lewis. Can he save it? Yes, he can. Wow, once championship rivals last season. I don't know if tensions are still high between them. Or maybe the lack of caution on Daniel Klipout's part. Maybe that. In terms of the pushes. What a massive bump. You could almost say was almost a dump and run. On a super speedway. Eight laps to go in the stage, and Champ Racing Inc. is still struggling to gain speed to get back to the lead. Daniel seems like he's waited for Lewis. From history, Lewis, between the both of them, Lewis has always been known as the better pusher. Oh, and Max Castrodale gets a drive-through penalty for speeding into the pits. As he comes in for a second pit stop. That's going to put him 2 laps down now. Lewis now giving his everything to push Daniel Klippau. Klippau will now with the fastest lap, a 45.002. Just over what could have been a sub 45 lap. The first sub 45 lap with restrictor on, if my memory is correct. Now Ramirez may or may not have been left abandoned by his teammate Daniel Klippau. He's just outside of the slipstream. 5 laps to go in the stage. Oh, and Klippau, he touches the yellow line. He goes around. He keeps it straight, though. Just a little drift. They both keep making more mistakes, one after the other. Ramirez is now 5.6 seconds behind Heinrich Firefast Jr. in the 87 Charger. Who knew that a lost manufacturer in the real world of NASCAR stock car racing would be leading here at Daytona? Castrodale comes out of the pits for his final pit stop of stage 1. He takes his drive-through. Ramirez has lost 6/10 from last lap when he was in this place on the track. He keeps running up high. Don't know if that's the best call for a set of Corsa NASCAR racing. It is very rare you're going to find a track on here where multiple grooves do work in the exact same way. Ramirez touches the outside wall once again. About 3.5 seconds behind Luis Ramirez. And Max Castrodale 3 laps down from Daniel Klippau's point of view. The 87 has kind of been on rails ever since the start, with 1.5 laps to go in the stage. One lap to go in stage 1. Rounding the final corner, Heinrich Firefast Jr. He crosses the line, and he's gonna take stage 1. Now the stage caution has come out. Our beautiful Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat safety car is going to be deployed. Now the points work for a stage. If you win a stage, you gain 5 extra championship points. If you finish second, you gain 4 points. If you finish third, you gain 3 points. Fourth gets 2 points, and fifth gets 1 point. There's the pace car following his pace, but the other cars, they don't seem to understand that they need to speed up and catch up to the safety car. I think they got the message now. They're all speeding back up. The pace car is now in turn 4 as Max Castrodale gets waved around. And with no one behind them, the pace car / race director is gonna call pits are open, I believe. They're all either not pitting or just catching up to the safety car. The pace car. It's your finishing order for stage 1. The 87, the 99, the 93, and the 25. 25 is going to be one more lap down. This beautiful red EB League safety car made by our very own Provo, or Philip, I believe is his name. Now pits might be called open now. Everyone ducks down low. They seem to all be pitting. Now let's see who can gain or lose places on pit road. Heinrich first to stop at his box. Lewis overshoots again. Daniel stops neatly. Max is stopped just perfectly as well. Let's see who can come out first. Heinrich Firefast Jr. first out. Max Castrodale second out. Is he going to pass him? Just about. the race off pit road. Daniel Clapal beats Luis Ramirez out of the pits. So we get a change of order. Daniel Clapal gains 1 position on pit road. Max Castrodale still a lap down. He's going to be flying by, going past him. Oh, look at that, we get a new follower. Thank you, Stepan. Love you. We might be 2 laps to green as of now. Let's see where Max is. Entering turn 1 and 2. To be fair, super speedway racing on Assetto Corsa doesn't work as well as, say, Auto Club or Charlotte or Bristol or Watkins Glen or whatever. So, worry not, this is not how all the races are going to look like. The other races are going to be much, much better. The pack is going to be much tighter. And if 1 to green. Oh. Castrodale hangs back a bit. He's probably going to try and do like what Kyle Busch did in, I believe, 2012. When he had a massive run. He was already flat out when the pack came to the restart zone. And he passed everyone around the outside. Got himself up to 4th or 5th. As the SC flag has been called in. I just love the rumble of these cars. Going to restart very, very soon. Going to the restart zone, we're going to be listening to the roar of the engines. Once the pace car is off the racing surface, the 87 becomes the de facto pace car, and he dictates the restart in the restart zone. The pace car moves over onto the yellow line. Green flag back in the air. The 87 still leading the 99. Pushing the 87 to 93. Goes for the lead around the outside. He takes the lead. Leads lap 31. All 4 cars now tightly together in a pack. Castrodale tailing them in the 25. The 99 right behind the 87. Firefast giving a little nudge to the 93. Pushing him. The 99 looking down the inside. Oh, and there's a spin! The 99 spins the 87. The 87 out to the grass. Can he save it? Yes, he can. Comes out back onto the racing surface. Oh, what a shame this is for Firefast. He was doing so well. He had such a good race up until now. He got turned, probably most likely on accident. We got our first sub 45 lap time, 44.959 by Daniel Klipow. Oh, and there's a big one. The big one in turn 1 at Daytona. It's a big one, but there's only 3 cars. They all wreck. Still going. I don't understand how the caution has not been deployed. I very much do not understand how the yellow is not out. What is happening at race control? Now, all 3 cars at the front are very split, but Heinrich Firefast Jr. is getting very close to Lewis. Lewis has slowed down, I believe, for Heinrich. You can see the gaps are starting to close between second and third. He's just about in slipstream range, maybe? Eesh. Lewis is weaving, trying to keep him out. Firefast just misses out on the slipstream with Ramirez, I believe, but Max Castrodale slowing down very much. But no, Lewis is slow. Lewis is very much slowing down. What is going on? They're all slowing. What is happening at Champ Racing Inc.? They're also, the caution has come out. Very, very late caution, and probably related to the 3-car pileup we saw in turn 1 about 3 laps ago. Heinrich Firefast Jr. takes back the lead. All of them are going to be catching up to the back of the pace car now. We got 14 laps left in this stage coming to the line now. Heinrich finally slowing down for the pace car. You can see behind the 87, the 25, the 99 are lined up. The 93 is coming up slowly but surely. Pit road might be open this time. You can see all 4 cars are going to be coming into the pits. Oh, and they're almost passing each other under yellow. coming into the pits. Firefest with a massive lead in pit lane. Lining up inside their boxes. The 87 first stop, 25-second stop. Lewis didn't overshoot this time, but Daniel did in the 93 undershot, I believe. Firefest Jr., the 87 first out. It's going to be a race off pit lane, but Lewis just misses out. The 93 is the third out, and Castrodale still in the pits. He's the last one out. Very, very long pit stop. Have now replenished in fuel. Oh, Lewis taking evasive action not to wreck in either Heinrich or the pace car. Oh, a little bit of contact. Daniel absolutely slamming into the 99 as Ramirez was taking back his place. He just door slammed him. Shades of Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton, 2017 Baku. It's like we're at the 2 to green. We might be at the 1 to green coming to the line this time. Max absolutely moved left and back onto the racing surface. I don't know what has happened. Are now double file. It's either very aggressive tire warm-up or something's up with Max Castrodale's car. Probably just aggressive tire warm-up. As we're at the 1 to go, they're double file. The 87, your leader for most of the race. You can see in the pace car's mirror right now. Both lines. Just ready to go. The Ace SC flag has been called in. What's the speed? Can't even see it on the dash. No matter. The lights on the pace car have turned off. Into 3 and 4. Lewis touches the yellow line. The yellow line in these very low speeds is deadly. I will tell you that. Out of 4. Pace car about to dive off into the pits. Heinrich Firefast Jr. in charge of the restart. Green flag back in the air. We're racing for stage 3. Like the group has already split in half. The 93 to 25 at the back, chasing the 99 and the 87. Both doing their parts in the bump draft. In the tandem drafting. Cross the line, lap 41. It's not even stage 3. I didn't... What am I saying? We're still in stage 2. Ten laps to go to stage 2. The 25 to 93 have more or less separated. The 99 and the 87 still playing the tandem game. And the 25 has been completely left in the dust. So is the 93 from the 99 and the 87. New fastest lap by Heinrich Firefast Jr. A 44.757. Heinrich still in the lead, getting pushed by Lewis. The 93 and the 25 don't seem like they're cooperating much. I believe the 93 is kind of slowing down, if not keeping his pace, leaving the 25 with all the catching up work to do. Finally caught up to the back, 2/10. 25 is going to move up high, past the 93. 7 laps to go. Bump drafting, 25 a little twitchy under the effect of those bumps. 93 moves up high, close to the wall. Very close. They need to be working together if they want any chance of catching up. Ooh, big bump. It worked. 49... 44. Oh, and there's a spin from the 25. He doesn't save it. Probably too big of a bump from Max Castrodale. He's got a 10-second stop and go for speeding into the pits. Now that can't be right. He got spun into the pits. Hopefully, race control will clear that penalty from Max. This is none of his fault. Lewis took the lead, I believe, for half a second, as the stop and go penalty has been cleared by race control from Max Castrodale. 99 in the 87 still together with about 3.5 laps to go. No chance that the 93 can catch up unless these two have a massive incident. Coming up to the line, next flag will end the stage. The 99 looking down the double yellow line. He's probably not trying to pass just yet. Maybe he'll try and pass on lap 50 and get that extra stage point. Every point counts. Two laps to go in stage 2, starting now. Still one behind the other. Let's ride on board with them. Lewis staying at bay. He's looking to launch an attack. 1 lap to go in the stage. Very much hanging far back. Chance of losing the slipstream, but he doesn't. Onto the back straight. He speeds up. Gonna be looking to make a pass. He goes up high. Heinrich moves to the middle. Still high. Side by side. Out of 4. Still side by side. And oh! And Ramirez turns Heinrich. The 87. Absolutely turned. But Lewis ducks to the pits. And stage 1 goes to Daniel Klepal. Massive surprise. Wow, what a finish. What a hell of a wreck that was. The 87 getting absolutely right hooked into the outside wall by the 99. Trying to mount a surge to get the extra stage point at the end. Horrifying sights that would be in real life, reminiscing of when Tony Stewart turned Kyle Busch at the end of, was it a Daytona 500 or can't remember. But when Lewis turned Heinrich, very similar to when Tony Stewart turned Kyle Busch back in the 2010s in the COT era. Heinrich Firefast Jr. into the pits. He wasn't even following the safety car. Luis Ramirez takes his drive-through. Heinrich in the pits now. He's probably gonna need to take an EOL after that. It's behind Daniel Klepal and Max Castro. They both passed the pace car for some reason, coming into the pits. We look onto pit road. Heinrich Firefast Jr. serving his pit stop. A lot of damage to be fixed. And now he's out after about a minute 8 seconds into the pits. Clip out the second out. Castrodale third out, but he seems to have had a faster pit stop. Just slightly over Daniel Clipout, but that was not enough. Ramirez into their pits still. Seems like Heinrich Firefast Jr. was a lap down. He's still about a lap down. Now he's on the lead lap. As Castrodale joins the back of the pace car pack. 93 sitting pretty in first place right now. The 1 to go signal has been given. They're lining up double file. For the start of stage 3. Clip out choosing the inside line. Castrodale on the outside. Ramirez on the inside. And Heinrich on the outside. Typical positions. As the safety car flag has been called in. This beautiful EB safety car, driven by our very own Reuven Ellion, currently doing race direction as well. Rounding off turns 3 and 4 now. Coming to the line, the pace car already off the racing surface. As he dives into the pits, the 93 will be in charge of the restart coming into the zone. They're all back up to speed. We're racing for stage 3. Ramirez alone around the outside, trying to take the lead away from Daniel Clipout. Castrodale pushing the 93. 87 pushing the 99. Ooh, that was a big one. Oh, and the 93 shoves the 99 into the wall. He slams the wall. Oh my god, what? What an incident. The RPMs are down. Let's see if he can get can get back up to speed, but he's already very far off of the drafting distance. Firefast Jr. 7/10 off of the 25. It's going to be very tough for him to catch back up to the draft, but Castrodale on the 25 is just about in the slipstream range of the 93. Let's see if he can catch back up. He's getting closer and closer. He's definitely in the slipstream range now. As lap 57 commences. The 25 being close, the closest to the lead he's ever come up to since the start of this race. He pushes the 93. They're going to be teaming up together. The 87 has been left into the dust. The 99, I believe, has pit for damage. It's a waiting game for the 87. Max Castrodale doing a personal best of 44.886. Remember, the fastest lap to beat right now is a 44.757 by the 87 of Heinrich Firefast Jr. The 25 still staying behind the 93. Big bump. He was twitchy while he was giving the bump. Wow. I'm surprised no one wrecked. $25 looking high, looking low. Now, even though he's alone right now, the 87 is doing a wonderful job of not losing that much time per lap to the 25 and the 93. Holding his line without an issue. This car, even if it's not the fastest right now, it's definitely on rails. Let's listen into the onboard. The 99 finally coming out of this box. He's going to be catching up to the back of the pack out of turn 4. The one to green, the 99, the only one going up high. We're going to be going green with 31 laps to go in the final stage. Coming to the one to go, I believe this SC flag has not been called in yet. I believe it's going to be done here. Yep. It's been done. The 99 alone on his lane. The 93, the 87, and the 25 lining up on the inside. The pace car dives off into the pits. 99 still a bit ahead. The field is back racing. We're green. 31 laps to go. The 87 immediately jumping to the outside lane, trying to follow the 99. 99 started to push the 93, a little bit of a big nudge. Big nudge. 93 got loose, but he saved it. Ramirez didn't quite take the lead in the tri-oval. 93 still in first. All four cars very much fighting. 30 to go. Usually in NASCAR in these super speedway races, between the 20 and the 30 laps to go, this is where it starts to pop off. They're all bump drafting each other. The 99 bumped the 93 a little too hard. He went off the racing surface, safely rejoins. 93 gets nudged wide. He saves it. You saw he got a little loose. Oh! Try to get below the 9, get behind the 99. Almost turned him. The 87 behind the 25. He knows if he wants to catch up, he needs to work with Max. Oh, and the 93 starts to turn the 99. Oh, and he flips into the catch fence. Big wreck. Lot of smoke. The 99 rolls back onto the apron. What a massive crash. A very slow spin in the front of the nose of the 93 of Daniel Klippau. Reminiscing back in Bristol last season when Klippau slowly turned Eric Vesely in this 3-car on his nose and then went on to take the lead and win the race. And Luis Ramirez has retired from the race. The 25 still well with the 93 right now. Oh, big bump. Seems like the 93 is lagging a little bit, but he's still on the racing surface. Heinrich now 1 second behind the lead. "25 laps to go in this race, and Champ Racing Inc. is running away with it. The 87 has been left in the dust, 1.5 seconds back. New follow from LOL Beamer Boy. Thank you for following. About an hour ago. Why am I so late on all these notifications? So, new situation. I'm taking over race control for now. Ooh. when the 93 goes onto the grass, he keeps it straight. Looks like a big bump he got from the 25. Slowing down quite a bit. This is going to allow the 87 to make up a lot of lost ground. He's back to the flat 1 second. He might start losing some more time, but if they keep making mistakes like that, he might still be in with a chance to win. $25 to 93, still bump drafting. Heinrich is going to start losing time once again. As they all three come into the pits. Daniel Klippal gets a drive-through for speeding. Overshoots the speed limit. Got caught. Now he's going to have to serve a drive-through. This might be race over for him. Let's see who can come out first of their pit stall. 25 and the 87 are the only two who are in with a shot to victory. They both come out at the same time. The 93 comes out with them. They're all three together. Coming out of the pits. This is so exciting. They're tantalizingly close to the race win. 20 laps left in the race. And they're all within slipstream range of one another. Castrodel backs off a little bit. Maybe we'll try to get his teammate in on this. But Klippel has a drive-through to serve. So I believe he will be out. The 25, all he has to do is hang on for now. 93 has about 4 laps to serve it, if I remember correctly. All three of them still within slipstream range of one another, together at the same time. The 93 is going to go for a pass on the 87 around the outside. They're side by side. He's got all that overspeed. The 25 back at the behind, at the rear of the group. He's following the slipstream of the 87. Oh, and the 93 bumps the 87. I'm going to have to get something up real quick because this is about to get toasty. The 93 comes in to serve his drive-through. Let's see if he doesn't bust it. He gets another drive-through for speeding. He's going to be serving that drive-through, and he's going to have another one to serve afterwards. With 17 laps to go in the race, our top contenders, the number 87, Heinrich Firefast Jr., and the 25, Max Castrodel, both repping their own respective teams in a cowboy-style 1v1 head-to-head deathmatch all the way to the end. 16 laps to go. Welcome to everyone who has come to watch these final few moments of the race. If this goes green till the end, we've got about 12 minutes to go of racing. The 25 staying behind the 87. He's probably saving a little bit of fuel, but at the same time, he's going to want to wait to mount his surge towards the end so that he can slingshot past when it matters most. The 87 has been known to be able to go into the front and stay there until the end. Remember Atlanta last season, Atlanta, he passed everyone and went on to win. Didn't let anyone else pass him in the last 3 to 4 laps. Goes to show his ability. The 87 driving like he's unfazed by the 25. Less than 15 laps to go right now. And remember, every lead change that has happened during this race, when it comes to looking at the timing sheets, every new leader, $2 goes into a GoFundMe that gets donated to a charity for suicide prevention month. And if you want in on this and want to do your part in helping heal the mental health of those in need, I will link the GoFundMe in the Discord and in the chat at the end of this race when it's set up. And I will be doing that for when I commentate the endurance races as well. So we got 4 opportunities this season, at minimum, to raise as much money as we can. For every lead change, I put in personally from my pocket $2. It may not seem much to begin with, but once you look at all the movement on the racetrack, you're gonna see it mounts up pretty quick. Like the 12 laps to go. The 87 still in the lead. He might get the extra point for most laps led. He already has the point for pole position. 2 points for pole, excuse me. He already got the 2 points for pole position and the point for the fastest lap as of now. He won stage 1. He finished second in stage 2. And now he's looking for the real thing. A Daytona win. Who would not want a Daytona International Speedway race win? The 25 goes into the pits once again. Is he pitting again for fuel? I don't know. But that gives the all clear to the 87. Maybe he's going to pit next lap. Because they didn't pit together, it's going to be very interesting to watch. When the 25 comes back around. 25 is off. Very, very short pit stop. Let's see if it's going to be enough. The 87 still on the racetrack. Ten laps to go this time by. And Heinrich Firefast Jr. is still in the lead. Daniel Kleppel currently 13 seconds behind Max Castrodale, but that's because he had to serve 2 drive-through penalties. Nine to go. Daniel Kleppel went into the pits, I believe, comes out. I didn't see any yellow flags on the racetrack, so he must have been in the pits. Firefast Jr. almost being a lap ahead of Max Castrodale in the 25 as the 25 rounds off out of the tri-oval. Firefast Jr. goes into the pits. This is game on for the 87 pit crew. It's Heinrich Firefast Jr. stops in his box. Let's see where Max is. Looking at the live timing, Heinrich is not moving still. He comes out. You can see Max in the background. Heinrich Firefast Jr. rejoins the racing surface. Max Castrodale still at full speed. Can he catch back up to Heinrich? Or was the overcut the good call? .2 separates the top two. 1.1. The time is still ticking down. 6 laps to go. This time by. Castrodale is very, very close behind. Was it enough? I don't know if it was enough. He's just there, just outside of slipstream range. He needs perfect laps from now on. The 87 weaving, he does not want to give that slipstream up. Five laps to go this time by. Castrodale misses out on the slipstream, not by a lot, but he keeps losing time. He's 8/10 behind now. Unless Heinrich makes a mistake. Max is very twitchy. He is losing just hundreds and hundreds every lap. .4 now. 1 second. 3 laps to go. Two to go. The 87 still with a decisively just decisive enough to not give the slipstream to the 25. At this point on, next flag will end the race. As we come to the white flag, 1 lap to go here at Daytona. He said at the start of this race that the odds were against him. 3 drivers from Champ Racing him versus him on his own from AN Track Team will move over Champ Racing Inc. because Heinrich is going to beat the odds and win the Daytona. No, I'm stupid. No, he did it. I saw final lap at the top, that's why. Your last winner from last season is now your first winner from season 2. What a great race this has been. As Heinrich smokes up the front stretch.
Hey.
Heinrich, congrats on beating the odds, man.
Yeah. That was a wild race.
Yeah, when you and Max split it at the very end for pit strategies, I guess you were pretty nervous, huh?
I mean, I wasn't when I saw him go into the pits super early. Like, I didn't know what he was doing. Not to diss him, but I don't know.
Did you think that pitting later was the better idea?
Yeah, cause once he got into the pits, I just started doing qualifying laps basically.
Oh. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Well, yeah, you congratulations. Let's hope you keep that winning pace up in Las Vegas.
Uh, yeah.
All right, see you.
See ya.
Max, heartbreaking second place, but uh, still a lot of points you can take home. Did you think it was a good idea to pit before Heinrich?
Well, I thought the main idea there was that I was trying to undercut him, and I should have taken tires because then I could have blasted faster through my outlaps, and I could have possibly caught him because he didn't. But I think, you know, I just didn't quite have enough speed. Button was really twitchy with the car throughout the entire race. I heard you mention it. I was listening to the broadcast, but it was unfortunate with Daniel there because I thought that if I had him, I probably still could have won.
Yeah. Um, well, towards the you had some pretty bad luck at the start, where you were stuck 2 laps down for a little while. But what's the moment that you saw your luck turn around and you told yourself, "I was within a chance to win"?
Well, I think it was definitely after one of those restarts where Lewis and Heinrich kind of got slowed down. Me and Daniel pulled away, and I saw that we were just tandeming so well and pulling away, and I was just like, okay, if we can keep this up, it's gonna be a champ one too. Fortunately, it fell there at the end, but that was kind of my big breakthrough after I got on the lead lap.
All right. Well, still second place, a lot of points. Uh, hopefully you can take away some key points you can take into Las Vegas, and hope to see you win another one. That's
All
not
right,
third.
that'll be fun. Yep.
Daniel, very heartbreaking. Two drive-throughs in the same 2 laps. Uh, very aggressive. Helped you sometimes, but what was your focal point for the race?
Point of the race was actually to secure some good points to the championship. To keep consistent in the front with the Max because you know as the race got by, me and Max got connected to each other and we let I believe it was like 20 laps of the race. I don't remember now, but yeah,
Yeah,
the main point was about to be at least on the podium and to score most of the points.
yeah. And we saw you at around lap 32 or lap 33, something like that. You passed the pace car under caution coming to the pits. Was that something that you really wanted to do, or did you just not see where the pace car was when you were coming in?
Uh, the thing was, as we talked on the chat, I just asked him if could like overtake him and go to the pits straight in the pits. So yeah, he agreed. So so
Okay,
it
well,
happened.
uh, take it. It is what it is. Taking advantage of the race controls instructions to your benefit. That's what wins races. But yeah, you won about 2 to 3 races last season. Let's hope you can keep that consistency up for season two.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right.
And I have a message for Luis Ramirez. I believe he's not watching the stream, but uh, the reason you choose for retiring from the race was not basically 100% my fault, because yeah,
Okay. Well,
this
you'll. I guess you'll make sure he gets that message. But yeah, thank you very much. Hope looking to see you at Las Vegas.
Yeah, I hope to. By the way, who is watching? If you want, you can watch the Endurance series, which I'm going to be racing as well. Yeah, so
Yeah, and I'm gonna be commentating on that one as well. I think, depending on.
way. Oh, I Stefan is going to commentate.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be with him.
Oh, okay. So good luck again. Not good luck. Well done for everyone. The race was pretty good. Nothing, uh, but next time maybe I'll get the lucky
Yeah,
to win the race.
yeah. Super speedways do be tricky sometimes. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time. I'll let you get back to the VC.
You're Yeah, good. Thank
All right, folks. Thank you very much for watching this season's Daytona 250. Tune in 2 weeks when we will be racing at Las Vegas for 134 laps. 134 laps of action filled racing. Thank you to everyone. Have a nice rest of your days.